Well, in the late 60s and early 70s, Louisiana was on the leading edge of catfish farming and processing. According to Carl Haring of Haring, Catfish in Wisner, catfish acreage has fallen from 14,000 acres in north central Louisiana to now only about 50 acres.
But as TWILA's Tammi Arender found out, Louisiana may not be as big in production, but the herrings are still turning out some 300,000 pounds of fish every week.
Shortly after sunrise, an 18-wheeler of live pond-raised catfish comes in from Mississippi.
Trucks use liquid oxygen and we use chill water, 35-degree water to keep them alive so that, you don't want to get anything unhealthy in the marketplace, so everything's live when it gets here.
What's not sent into the plant for processing immediately is held in a chilled oxidation pond. But the rest of these ray-finned swimmers wait their turn to ride the conveyor belt into the processing plant. They do tend to splash and splatter, even dotting my camera lens, which I didn't notice till I was almost finished shooting this story. Sorry. Once inside, there are some 120 workers who make sure you get the freshest, cleanest catfish possible for your dinner plate.
And then once they filleted, they can run across the fillet machine and fillet, we trim them up. And then once they trim, we inspect them for bones. And then they go across the side of the machine, the size to get the orders, to fill the orders we need, because every customer got different size fish they want.
This process is a combination of men and women and the swiftness of machinery. On this belt, the pinball-like flipper sorts the fillet by weight. Haring says consistency is the key when it comes to restaurant and grocery store orders. That's why the fish are examined like a person going through airport security. The herrings still raise a few acres of fish, but most of their product comes from ponds in Mississippi, Texas, and Arkansas. At the heart of this business is family. Hannah is Haring's daughter. She got a college degree in business, but chose to come back home and put it to use here.
I guess a family business, you want it to survive and continue on with each generation, so, it was just easier than trying to get into something else. I kind of wanted to follow Dad's footsteps and do what he's been doing all these years.
The herrings have also diversified. They have a feed mill providing fish food for lots of their catfish farmers. They also make dog food. But it's the catfish that's most synonymous with the name herring. They supply most of the fillets for frying at the annual Catfish Festival in Winsboro. So the next time you enjoy some good old southern fried catfish, there's a good chance it came from this processing plant in Wisner. Not just a place of employment for Franklin Parish, but providing enjoyment for fish fans throughout the Southeast.
What do you think about that catfish?
Pretty good. Almost as good as mine, almost.
Now, if you've never been to the Catfish Festival in Winsboro, you need to put that on your bucket list. I asked Mr. Haring if he thought Louisiana could regain some ground in the number of acres of catfish ponds, and he said not until researchers can get a handle on how to combat some of the diseases that plague the ponds.
Well, still to come on TWILA, there's a new exercise that has kids across the country going to work.
Kids, I think you did something there. But first, we'll take you to Shreveport for a farm-to-table Cinco de Mayo. Stay with us.